I'd like just to talk of my dear husband Stan, a man of great fame and renown. You know him, of course, or heard of him at least, and the stories he's told about town. There's the story of Sam and his musket, of course, and of Joe with his cannonballs too, and of young Albert Ramsbottom chewed by a lion. I'd simply hate that, wouldn't you? My husband Stan used to be oh so quiet and nice and refined in his ways. But that was some long time ago. It was back in his dear old co-optimist days. I never had trouble with him, no, not once. He'd always do what he was told. He would dress like a Pierrot and sing like a lark. My Stanley was just good as gold. But lately, since he's talked so much of Sam Small, he's got like him, does seem a shame. He speaks like him too, and if I wasn't careful, by gum, I'd be speaking the same. He's obstinate too, till he gets his own way. You know Sam was the same, and I bet that King says, "Well done, Queen," each time that he looks at the medal that Sam didn't get. Now this morning I said we'll go shopping for lunch. I'll just run up and put on my hat. What about tripe, Stan, and duckpot and peas? He said, I'd like a basin of that. I was ever so glad when he spoke in that strain. Education will out now and then. He went to the schoolhouse at Runcorn, thou knows. Oh, they turn out remarkable men. For we got to the shop, and I ordered the things, and on the way out I turned round. As a lady pushed me, I gave basket a shove, and it fell from Stan's hand to the ground. I said, Stan, pick up the basket. Folk will walk upon tripe if thou don't. But Stan put his finger in mouth surly like, and shaking himself said, I won't. I could scarcely believe me own ears. I said, pick it up. He said, no fear. And the shopkeeper, hearing the argument, came out and said, now what's all this here? Stan, pick up the basket. Mr. Holloway, don't be a owl. Stan said she knocked it down. Right then she picks it up, for it stays where it is on the ground. By this time a crowd gathered round, as they will, and a policeman appeared on the scene. When he asked what's occurred, and they told him, he said, now, Holloway, what does this mean? Stan, pick up the basket. You'll not regret deed, never fear. I must get crowd dispersed before Sergeant comes back. Pick it up, and I'll buy the beer. But still he said no, and was firm as a rock, and all the men said, perhaps he's right. I said, Stan, pick up the basket. He said, not if I stay here all night. Then I thought of our courtship in days long ago, and of how he was sweet to me then, and the day we was married, you know, like you do, when you think they're the finest of men. And I only saw him in the midst of the crowd, and putting me pride on the shelf, I kissed him and stooped down in front of them all, and picked up ruddy basket myself.